Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This is Flash doing a lesson last year in January when we were training for the mini medals. So we were trying to work on accuracy and leads after the fences and some other things. It was a bit of a frustrating lesson and you'll kind of see why later, but I thought I'd do a voiceover to help you understand what's going on here without drowning out my coach too much. So you will notice I do have two coaches. In my previous video it was a man with a French accent, and in this video is a female coach, and they're a husband and wife team, and I love them both. They're both fantastic and have a little bit different philosophy. She works more on me and he works more on the horse and the way of going in the river. So you can see here we're just getting a bit of a funny approach here and there, and you can see I'm kind of diving my body off to one side, trying to get the lead after the fence. And we ended up repeating this exercise quite a bit, because sometimes it just takes a while to get your brain kind of working in with the work.
Back to walk for a sec. So he kind of took over a little bit on that side.
And Flash notoriously can get a little bit frantic at the base of a fence. So we're trying to work through that as well.
Good. Really good. And thinking about the straightness created a really nice... Tiny bit more release through the arm and left to the shoulder. Holding it the neck, releasing through the arm. Not jumping the jump ourselves. That's good. Ooh, like that. Thinking of the straightness, and we got the lead. Back to walk, just one less step. And
So that line's supposed to be a 5 stride. You see we trotted a bit in there, so it doesn't really count. But it is supposed to be a 5 stride line, and this is very difficult for Flash, especially with these really low jumps. And it's a little difficult for me because pushing him down the fence makes me risk like chasing him into the base and having a stop. Now he doesn't really stop anymore. He's super honest these days. But that's what he used to do. He used to get him going on a big enough stride to make it down the line, and then he would get to the second fence and just scramble or slam on the brakes. So we are dealing with carrying that a little bit with us. And you'll see here that I keep interrupting a distance that's going to be perfect, and it does get very frustrating for me.
good. Hey, well done. So the line was way better.
I also, by default, lately, will always pick the short. And I'm getting out of that habit now. Like I said, this video is over a year old, so things have changed quite a bit. So that was a pretty nice stick, but again, it's supposed to be a 5. And there we were a bit on a short 6 because I was trying to roll down the line a little bit to get the correct striding in there. And I do notice in my early footage of this lesson, my canter is quite underpowered.
Good.
there's a 5, and it's so easy for him, which is the frustrating part about why I keep interfering. But I thought I'd show this because I know I'm not the only one who has any sort of frustration during their rides.
Let him get there. Kind of pull you past a little. A little more. Don't chase him to it. Lower a little slower actually, and a little more right lane through the turn so he can play there. Not about momentum. Think a little counter bend here. You don't believe me. That wasn't connecting. Whoa! You're already on the left. Good. Keep coming. Good. That's it. Keep coming. Big release. You chickened out. He was there.
So there, I did interfere at the last second and caused him to have to jump the jump quite crooked to increase the distance he had to fit in the extra stride that shouldn't have been fit in.
That's not happening. So he got on here left rein coming in. Keep coming.
And that one we just did the 6 because it got a funny jump in. But I have been working on riding forward even when we do get the funny jump in, and have realized Flash actually has a big stride these days and can make it down the lines, even small jumps with funny jumps in. There I just circled out, and you saw me do it before. I was just getting a little frustrated and didn't want to end up like chasing and taking it out on my horse to try to make it down the line in an aggressive way.
Look at that. More than enough room.
And you see there how easy the 5 was for him, which is part of why it's so frustrating.
Give him lots of top.
And you see that horse goofing off a little bit. And later in the video, there's another horse that kind of tries to cut us off at the end of the fence and starts bronking. And my coaches joke that it's Flash's fault. I think a couple people actually fell off in this lesson too, but we didn't get it on film. And those are the sounds of everybody being frustrated, including my male coach who's right there about to ride. Because the rider decided to interfere in the last minute. And there I felt him disunited, so I did try to pull him out for the 6.
You doubted it anyway, but at least you tried, right? Yeah. Still got in where you
And this is the horse cantering, already a little out of control. That kind of meets us down the video. Flash had a great jump. And we weren't actually as close to that horse as it really looks in this footage. We were a good like 10 feet to the inside. And there you can see halfway down the line, I decided to do the ad for the 6. So we had 3 big strides and then me interfering to put 3 more small strides in.
Good. Nice. Sweet, very good.
And that's the one we ended on because I hope you guys enjoyed my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content.